Welcome back. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna show a series of pictures. See if these kids know what life in the '80s was like. So I'm gonna show them some pictures. See if they can guess what it is and what you do with it. So gonna start off with their blindfolds on, so I can describe the picture a little bit, and then let them take their blindfolds off and see if they can guess it, and then we'll see if they can guess what it is, what you do with it. So let's get started. We'll show you what people used to dress like. You tell me what you think. So take your blindfold off and take a look at this.
Oh!
And I'll show you the pictures down at the bottom of the screen in a minute.
Honestly, that looks kind of like something I would wear.
That looks weird. Their pants are
That would be
high.
low-key what I would wear.
Their pants are
I'm
up high.
actually wearing the same
like
pair
the
of
one in
pants
the
that
middle?
guy's wearing, just not the same.
Oh, so fashion has come back around?
Yeah, like they have like.
Which pair of pants specifically are you wearing?
The joggers
The
that guy's
guy in the
wearing.
middle with the palm trees on his butt?
Yeah,
And guess
mine
what?
are
Look
just
at their
gray.
hair. Like they barely even have hair on their head.
He has like a ton of hair. What are you talking
He's
about?
wearing joggers, but mine are just gray.
He has a rat tail, by the way. He has a mullet with a rat tail.
Yeah.
Which is just shaved on the side with a little bit of hair right here hanging down. So
Them two have the same hairstyle.
that's pretty much standard go-to clothes for the 80s. Boys and girls dress the same.
No, that's...
That looks weird.
Pretty much, yeah, wild colors.
And like they have like the
All right,
hair
so-
like this.
So the next one is, I'm going to show you these two items. You tell me what you think, why they're similar and why they're different.
Okay, I know one.
Go ahead, tell me why. You know why, tell me.
Well, you both wear socks with them. For one
You
thing.
both wear socks with them. That wasn't what I was going for, but what are they alike?
Their shoes.
shoes.
Their shoes. Why are they different?
One of them is meant for girls, and they like have pointies, and then one of them is just sneakers.
Okay.
No, they're
these are
both
heels.
girls' shoes.
These are brightly colored heels.
Yes.
And these sneakers. Do they wear them with the same outfits? That's the thing that they have similar.
Do they wear them with the
outfits.
same outfits?
Like they'll wear them with the same outfits, yeah.
So you were pretty close. You were pretty
was?
close. So same clothes. You just swapped
They look
out
with what-
shoes. So
Yeah.
when you had the Reeboks on, you're ready to go do jazzercise. If you had your heels on, that's going out to the mall. So leotards were everywhere. Yeah, everybody wore 80s. And you just put your ripped up sweatshirt on top of it, and you were ready to go. That was styling with your big hair.
That is weird.
That was everywhere. So the only difference between the suits is the shoes. So these three describe singers in the past. Can you describe what type of music each one sings?
These look like Michael Jackson.
What type of music?
So Michael Jackson is the king of pop.
Pop. What about the guy in the black?
Rap.
looks like he's
like
rap.
rap.
He looks like rap.
And this guy's like punk rock.
Like, y'all did better than I thought.
Yeah, he is.
So who is the guy in the black dressed like?
He
I
is just
don't
like
know.
50 Cent or something, probably.
50 Cent. 50 Cent's younger than I am. He wasn't in the 80s.
He's
Just
dressed.
like Hammer Time. The guy who did Hammer Time.
Hammer Time. Y'all are better at this than I thought.
I want to say Hammer Time.
So who is the kid? With
He's
the,
dressed like Elvis or something, probably.
no,
He's just
that
like
is not
Elvis is older than my granddad, so
No, not Elvis.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
very very famous singer.
I want to say Nickelback.
So what about him would give away who he is?
The leather gloves.
No,
His shorts.
he's wearing like
Pants.
leggings or something,
The
but no,
gold shirt and the little like fishnet thing he's wearing.
no.
No, this thing right
The
here.
bandana.
The bandana is what I was going for. So he would be the lead singer for Guns N' Roses. That'd be Axl Rose.
I've never seen like a.
Yeah, I did better on that one than I thought. I was kind of surprised. So, all right, if you wanted to go play your music while you were away
That's
from
a
the
ghetto
house,
blaster. It's a ghetto blaster.
what would you take with you?
You
Wanna
would take
listen in your
that.
house? Wait.
I said, if you were going to listen to those guys when you're not at your house, which one would you take with
Cassette tape.
you? Cassette tape is not the answer I was going for. What is the one on the?
That's the ghetto blaster.
That's like the boom box.
That's the boom box. Yes.
Yeah, the ghetto blaster.
What is the one on? What is the small one?
That's
That was
cassette
a
tape.
pocket boom box.
The pocket boom box. That's,
I've heard of them types before.
you've heard of them. Then what does it called?
I don't know. It's hard to.
What do you think it is?
Cassette tape.
Cassette. No, cassette tape is not the right answer.
Well, I don't know what that is. I only know what the boombox is. I don't.
You know what the boom? What is this right here?
Oh, this is a CVR thing. Whatever.
It's the CDR thing.
Yeah, whatever that thing is.
thing
What
that
is
plays
this
the
part here?
tapes. That's the
What
thing that
part
plays
is
the
this?
tapes.
Those are the buttons, so you can like change
No,
different radio
there's
stations.
not very many buttons in the 80s. There was dials.
Is that the thing that?
That's the radio part right there.
Yeah.
This is the cassette tape part.
yeah.
What is this?
that comes out
that's
of
the
it.
cassette tape part.
It
of
comes
that.
out of it.
Oh, you put those together.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't put them together. This just serves the same purpose as this. Just one can fit in your pocket.
Fit in your pocket.
And you could put headphones on.
So we called that the Walkman back in the day. And
I've never heard that.
Fit in your pocket is a little bit of a stretch. You can put it in your pocket, but it's probably going to hang out because it was about that big.
Oh, it looks small.
They're relatively large, and battery life on it was maybe about 6 hours, if you're lucky. Boombox, you got about an hour. You better walk fast. Is your ghetto
You have to
blasters?
carry them on your shoulder. That was
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah, you did, man. That was what you did with it. You're not going to tote it like a suitcase. You put it up here by
heavy.
your ears because it's loud and it's in your face.
But it was heavy.
Obviously, you never watched Beastie Boys.
But you told me it was heavy.
It is heavy. That's why you carry it on your shoulder.
Well, bust your eardrums out.
No, it won't. And by the way, he ain't got a tape in there, so he ain't listening to nothing.
Yeah, I know he doesn't have tape in there.
All right.
Anyway,
What do these two have in common?
They're the same color and the same brand, probably.
No,
fanny
neither one
pack.
of us. Yes.
That is a fanny pack, and those are athletic shoes. So
Those
that's
are
like,
the same colors and they match with her suit.
Not what I was going
No.
for. No, not the same colors.
I was assuming this would be like
And that's a
mom
shampoo.
accessories.
Yeah.
That's a shampoo.
Yeah, kangaroo.
That's not the brand. That's just they have a kangaroo on
So back in the day, we had to have somewhere to keep our lunch money.
And you put
There's a little pocket right there. You put your lunch money on the side of your shoe.
It's like a
And your
fanny pack.
kangaroos. You had a little pocket. You put your quarters and stuff in there so you can buy your Coke.
That's pretty neat.
and then fanny
And then
packs.
fanny packs were, if you were older and you had like real stuff to tote around, because
So they
those people have more than lunch money. These are for kids that only had lunch money. So they're both closed. They both have pockets for you to store your valuables in, because we didn't have cell phones and wallets and stuff back then. So
That's pretty neat.
it's pretty neat. Huh? Y'all didn't know shoes had pockets back in the day.
They need to make them.
I've never
Hey.
seen kangaroos.
So what is like these two, and why are they different?
They're both tapes.
They're both
This
tapes.
one's a DVD player tape, and
It's
this
a
one's
DVD player tape. What is the other one?
cassette tape.
Cassette
Kind of
tape.
like you know the music thing you put like in the
And they
radio,
both have
boom
strings.
box.
Like that's what
What do you think they are?
huh?
What do you think they are?
CVR thing?
CVR
Yeah, like what you put in that little DVD player thingy.
in the DVD thingy. All right, what is this one?
Huh?
What is that one?
Cassette.
Cassette. What do you put on this one?
Huh?
What do you put on this one?
Oh, I know what you put on that one.
Movies. What do you put on that?
Songs.
Songs. So can you put movies on this?
Probably.
Probably. Can you put movies? Can you put like CDs on this?
Probably.
So first of all, there's no CDs in the 80s.
Yeah, I knew that.
No CDR. So it's no this VHS.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That is cassette. And by the way, this is not a VHS. This is a beta. Betas came out before VHS. Betas were bigger.
Oh.
And betas had two little windows, not just one. Yes, they do have magnetic tape. But you can only play songs on this one. You can't play videos on this one. So how long does a cassette tape last?
For about
I know you can put like 10 songs on it. Like you have to flip them over though. You only put like 8 songs on one side and like 8 on the other.
How long is 8 songs going
Ooh, they
maybe
2
a
hours
year.
maybe.
A year?
Like that 2 hours.
oh, like how long did it
2
take to
hours?
put it on there?
Depends
No.
on how much of the song you caught.
I mean, so you can play roughly 90 minutes on a cassette tape. But I think you got to
Okay.
flip it on both sides to
Yeah,
play 90 minutes.
okay.
How long is a beta or a VHS?
Well,
they're
these are
very,
long
very
movies.
similar.
Yeah,
And
like about
maybe
an
like
hour,
30
hour and a
minutes.
half.
So the early versions you could play about 90 minutes. The later versions you could play about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So they got a little bit longer, and a little more efficient. So if you wanted to play a song, but you wanted to hear it again, what would you have to do?
You'd have to rewind it back.
You had to rewind it
And make it
back.
go all the way back onto that side.
Well, so what happens if you see this?
You ruined your whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now
Basically, you just gotta throw it away.
you can take a pencil, stick it through the hole, and
Yeah.
screw it back
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever used a cassette tape?
Well, I did it on a DHR thing, whatever it was.
No, that's a videotape. Have you ever used a cassette tape?
Maybe once.
Have you ever used a cassette tape?
Yeah, use one at Annie and Papa's house.
I put one.
Oh, there we go. Danny and Papa for the win. All right, next one up. What is these two similar for? Or
Video
are they
games.
different?
Video games. This one's
Oh.
Pac-Man. This one's Pac-Man.
That's Pac-Man?
I don't know. That one's
You
a
know-
hunting game. That one's a hunting game.
That one's like ducks and stuff.
Not a hunting game. Those aren't ducks.
Well,
But
those
those
are
are-
deers.
So they're the same. They're both video games.
You have to try to make it past them.
Why
without
are
getting
they?
hit.
Why are they different now?
Well, this one's.
Why are they different?
This one's
This
not
one's
color.
right.
This one is color.
Yeah, in real life that wasn't color, but the only picture I could find. Was
And that
color.
one is a girl Pac-Man.
That,
Oh, wait,
shut
well,
up. That has
technically,
nothing
yeah,
to
it
do
is
with
girl.
it. That has nothing to do with it.
So this is an actual video game that you
that's
play
just
on
made
Atari. No, it's not made up.
mean, it's
This is
just
an
not
actual
up.
game. You play that on a computer.
That-
Very famously known as Oregon Trail.
That's the one you were talking
Yeah.
about. That's the one you kept
Yeah, so
talking
this
about.
is a scene where you had to go hunt for your food, and the little animals go rushing by, and you had to hit the space bar at just the right time in order to kill it. And then when you win, you see all these dead buffalo. Those are buffalo and baby buffaloes.
Those aren't deers or bears.
No, those are. Well, that might be a deer there, I guess. That must have been a different version that I played. When I
Oh,
played, I only
see
had
how-
buffalo.
Okay, I see the buffalo.
I see it
see
too.
buffalo.
They're all upside down.
I don't know what these are.
I think those are rabbits.
It could be a
Turtle,
rabbit, yeah.
rabbit.
I don't know. There was different versions. I played one in like the early '80s, so this is obviously a version much later than one I played. I couldn't
We should
find
do
the
like
orange one.
2017 version of this game thing.
I don't know. I don't think they make that anymore. Actually, I did. I take that back. There was a colored version that I found. I never played it.
Now there's an
It came out
Oregon
much.
Trail board game.
Yeah. So what happens when you die?
You have to go.
Usually you die of dysentery.
Yeah, and
know what
like
dysentery is?
different diseases.
No, he doesn't.
You know what dysentery is?
Yeah, that's whenever you starve or different diseases. Or...
Dysentery is when you poop yourself to death.
Oh yeah, I heard about. My friend told me that
It's
about.
like a really bad case of the trots.
Yeah, my friend told me that he usually dies on the board game of Oregon Trail because of dysentery. And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Because when you're."
What happens when you get to the Mississippi River on the Oregon Trail?
You probably drown.
Yeah, usually you drown. You have to ford the river.
Because how fast
And usually
it's
it tips over and one of your kids dies. So the whole point of the game is to get to Oregon
Yeah, he says that one
with
his
all of your
always
kids,
dies.
but you don't usually. And then at some point
And usually your wife
the
dies.
Indians attack and you have to circle the wagons, but you end up dying anyway.
Yeah, because of the wagon.
All right, let's see. Let's see who the next one is. Why are these two the
iMac.
same? iMac. So why are these two the same? Why are they different?
This one has a
They're
little
both-
video game console, and then like you have to hook that probably up to that, and that one's an iMac.
That's an iMac.
This one's a
okay.
computer. And this one looks like it's a video game thing, but they're both
That's pretty
they're
close.
both electronics. That's the
Well,
similarity.
yeah. So yes, the top one is a computer. It is not an Apple product. It is not an iMac.
Oh,
It's an IBM, and this is an Atari. You play
Oh.
video game. You have to hook this to your TV.
oh, I thought you hooked up.
Are they made by the same brand?
No.
Okay, that
This is IBM. This is Atari.
okay.
So this was the first video game that I was
Computer.
familiar with. There were earlier versions, but this was the one that you had like different games you could plug into. So this is the little slot where you put your game.
Like almost like the Nintendo.
Yes, very similar to Nintendo.
Okay.
And you had a little joystick and a button.
Yeah,
you
like
could mash.
there's this game at my dad's where like he
so-
has like this Pac-Man thing, and like there's a controller on it, and you can play Pac-Man and stuff on it.
So what are these little slots for?
That's where you can
Can I
put the
put your
games in,
floppy
probably.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it wasn't just for games. This was
kidding.
actually a
I'm joking.
computer. You use this for.
Okay.
But yeah, this is where you
Work
put
and
your,
like that's
you put
where you
what?
can put like
I said
flash
floppy
drives.
disk, but I was kidding.
Can you
That's actually right. That's
Oh,
that's
I'm
floppy
serious.
disk. You pull this little lever and it
And
pops
you-
up and you slide your floppy disk in it and then you close the lever and that's what started it. Very similar.
Oh, I thought that was where you could put your flash drives and stuff in it.
Well,
Isn't that what the floppy disk
yeah,
was?
that's not much difference. So what are these?
Oh.
The cell phones.
Cell phones.
This one
You have
is
to pay
like-
for that one, and you have to.
talking. This is your like personal cell phone that you had to carry around and be like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. And then this is the one that you find in public.
They
This is
actually
like-
still had them.
Yeah,
today.
this was the public.
So how do you make a call on that one?
You have to
You had
put
to
a quarter
money
in it.
You had to put the money in it, and then you have to type in your.
You have to put
thing.
50 cents in there.
No.
I don't know how much they
Well,
cost.
25.
first of all, it started out it was a dime, and then it was 25 cents, and then later on it went to a whole whopping 35 cents.
Oh my gosh.
And then at some point you just called 1-800-COLLECT and said your name really fast and hung up, and they knew who it was.
What?
Yeah.
Because if you said name too slow.
Because you got
cut
10
off.
seconds, and you could tell them, what, hey, I'm ready to come pick me up. Click. And they knew it was time to come pick you up, and you didn't have to actually spend a
You
quarter.
told me about that.
Yeah, this is actually a cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
No.
Yeah. It's gotta be. How long do you think the battery lasts on that Joker?
Not very
Probably
long.
like 10
Not very
seconds.
long. I would say about 30 minutes. Maybe an hour.
It lasts about an hour.
The thing's like this.
What is this?
Huh?
What is this?
A phone booth. That's where like you can go inside that little booth.
What is this?
Oh, that's where all the money collects. It drains through that pipe and goes in there.
What do you think it is?
I'm not really sure. I don't think I've ever seen that.
So the money goes into this part.
Yeah, and I bet it.
What is this?
Yeah, I know the money doesn't go in there.
Oh, that's like where the pack or something.
The pack? The pack of what?
I don't know. Like a ticket or something?
I don't know.
So if you're gonna call somebody, what do you need?
A phone book.
A phone book. That's a phone book.
I thought it
So
was
you
phone
flop
book.
it open. It's in a little case. You lay it on top of this little shelf.
Okay.
Open it up. Use everybody's phone number right there. You
My
just
first
look it up.
thought was a phone book, but it wasn't yellow, and I was just like, I don't know.
Wasn't
What
yellow.
it
It's
is.
yellow because you would have got wet. It had to cover it up.
Okay, so I was okay.
So this was a phone booth with
Yeah.
obviously that's not American because I don't know what Telus is. But
Yeah.
what is this?
A CD.
Is that your floppy disk?
That is a floppy disk. Yes. What do you do?
Oh, really?
What do you do with a floppy disk?
You put it in your computer. Is that kind of like your hard drive, or is that a video game thing?
I don't know that you even have a reference
I know
for
what that is.
I don't really know. I don't,
What is this?
A Scantron.
Scan? No. It's not a Scantron.
Yeah, that's what we use to take
that is
tests.
not,
not a
a
Scantron.
Scantron. There's no Scantron.
What is? Why are these the same?
They both deal with computers.
They
Is this
both
like,
deal with computers. Yes.
Is this like stuff that gets printed out, like the computer?
No.
I didn't know
This is
this
weird.
is floppy disk.
These things are
So this is these hold the program for whatever you're fixing to do. So if you want to play Oregon Trail, you have to get the program out, stick the program in it, and let the program start. This is a program.
What?
Okay. I see.
Your entire program is written on these cards in little holes. And you had to feed it in a certain pattern. So you had to feed in like card one,
Like
card
if you
two.
messed it up and didn't fit.
Yeah, you're going to be there all night putting it back in order if you drop it, which happened a lot. And if one of them gets tore up, then you got to go reprint that one if you're lucky. But I say reprint, you really had to go poke the holes in the right spot. But yeah, if you drop that, which happened a lot, you're
Have
gonna
you
be there a
ever
while.
had to repoke the holes?
I'm technically not old enough to have had to do that. I started with these. So this was the first version that became that.
Oh, so they basically.
And by the way, that is a
Life is
giant floppy disk.
I thought it was big.
Not
I thought it
a
was big.
mini floppy disk, which came later.
I thought it was big. I thought it was a little big.
They were, and why do they call them floppy disk? Because
Because they're floppy.
Yeah.
They were very floppy. They were very bendy.
I wish we
And
had
so the
some
first thing you had to
floppy
do when you went into computer lab is you had to grab something and make sure you had all the static electricity, because if you touched it with any static electricity, you would delete everything on it. So the first thing you had to do was
Just put it back in
touch
this case.
touch your, no, it doesn't come out of the case. It stays. That's it. That's how it looks.
That's a square?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
he's just holding it
it's
sideways, like crooked. That's his little case, the little white thing.
Yeah.
So what would you
So
have to do?
that's a big floppy disk, the original floppy disk.
What would you have to do
Those
to
are
save
computer cards.
electricity?
Well, you wipe out because all it is magnetic. So if you touch it with static electricity, you'll wipe that all out.
And you just restart.
So if you're mad at
everything
No,
on.
it's just going. You're done.
If you're mad at somebody, just they make sure it's really cold.
I'm glad
Get your feet across the ground and touch it.
Yeah, you'd got beat up back then. Nobody was gonna step in and protect you. You would have just got smoked. So who are these two guys, and why are they
The
different?
Muppets.
I didn't know.
This guy's in the Muppets.
These guys in the Muppets, yeah.
She's the old version of the pig.
She's not a she. She's a he.
That's a he. Is that from Sesame Street? Snuffleupagus? Oh.
No,
That's the pig off the Muppets.
no, it's not even a pig.
Yes, it.
No, it's not.
So why are they different?
Because they're not in the same show. And
So-
this one's more like cartoonish. This one's a costume. This one looks like
It's a costume.
I'm pretty sure this one's a costume.
No.
So they're both puppets.
Okay, this one's just a giant puppet.
No, he's the same size. So his name is Alf. He's an alien. He crash landed in these people's house, and he lives with them. And this is an adult show. This is an adult sitcom. This is a child's Muppet.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I've
That's
never
the
seen this.
wooden
So the question is, what does he eat?
Huh?
I've seen
Pigsty.
that show, but
He's not a pig. He's an alien.
He eats other aliens
Furniture?
or humans.
He's the only alien.
Does
He
he
eats
furniture?
tuna.
No, he doesn't eat furniture or tuna.
Hyenas.
Don't tell me. Candy?
No.
Give me a hint.
He eats rocks.
It's an adult show,
He eats
so
rocks.
it's a little out there.
He eats rocks.
No, he doesn't eat rocks. I don't know that he's a costume. I think that was a puppet.
The way like the hands are. It
He's
looks
kind of like this big. I mean, he's not huge,
Give me another hint.
but they're about the same size.
He just looks bigger.
He's cats. He was always chasing the cats. He liked to eat cats. I think he ate regular food too, but he on his world he ate cats. So his name is Alf. He's an alien. This was an adult grown-up show, kind of like a funny sitcom. This was
I've
the
never-
Muppets. They were played at night. They were probably for kids.
I had never seen that Alf. Like I've never seen that before.
You never seen Alf? That was extremely popular in the 80s.
I've never seen it before.
Oh, that was it.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.